So my name is Valerie Molinari. I've been a professional belly dance artist for more than 20 years. Started at a very young age when I was 13 years old. And then I started doing some competitions later on my 20s. And then I finished living in Miami for the past 11 years. What I have always loved about this dance is how it can portray women's sensuality in a very beautiful and lyrical and poetic way. That's what I love about dancers, especially when I see native dancers dancing in the Arab world. I love to see a dancer that you can tell, and this is what makes the powerful dancers important. It's like you can tell that they are in total, they're owning their sensuality, and they're very giving at the same time because they're sharing that beautiful gift with us. And that's why it feels so good also as an audience to receive it, because you're kind of like mesmerized by that sensual, beautiful love energy that it's happening. So I feel movement, especially for women nowadays, that I feel our bodies are so regulated all the time since we're born. Understanding that you have the capacity to move in this world however you want can be a very powerful truth for us to understand. And movement also becomes the experience, right? We come to this world and we experience the world through our body. And like coming to a dance class, it can look like something very simple and nothing. It may sound for some people like something very, trivial or something that is not meaningful, but it can really transform somebody's perspectives of themselves. I think my piece for belly dance stories, where I talk about my miscarriage experience, was heavy. I got a lot of reactions from people when I wrote about the piece, and then I presented, and it was intense to talk about something that I know is very traumatic for a lot of women. And recently, my best friend just lost her baby at 9 months. So it's still in the process of healing. The fact that I created the piece while she was pregnant, and we were kind of like, celebrating. She has went through some miscarriages, so I was here practicing, she was here pregnant. Like we were just talking about this and at the same time celebrating that finally, she was gonna be a mom. And then the day when I called to figure it out, and she told me, first thing that she told me was, I thought so much about your piece. The initial idea was like, let's do a student recital together. My ladies need to dance. Alexandra and I realized that we were of the few dancers here in Miami teaching. We wanted to create a student show that could be appealing also for general audiences. And how I can make the audience understand how powerful is the experience that these ladies are going through. So I told her, how about we put the students to write, and we put a voiceover in the show, and that way people will get the experience of hearing the dancer first, her intentions, and then they will see them dancing. And then usually the performance experience is very empowering also for them, because they're daring themselves to dance, and it's such an act of courage. And then that's the thing about dance, that it's very ephemeral. So you just present it and that's it, let it go. But what happened after? Like when you start receiving the feedback from the people, like how do you feel? So many of them, they went through deep inner conversations because they embody through movement some of the traumas that they had, but at the same time they confront them through dancing, so it felt like a breakthrough.